The man picked food out of the trash for lunch, just to save money to take his daughter once to the amusement park she dreamed of. But the little girl shook her head, telling her father to save the money for travel instead, because she wanted to see the mother she hadn't met in 5 years. What she didn't know was that her mother had become a billionaire CEO, and was even raising another man's daughter. The woman was once the heiress of the richest man in the city. She had defied her father to marry the man she loved, and gave birth to their daughter. But at a tech competition, the man was sabotaged and unfairly eliminated. That's when the tycoon appeared, mocking him for being too weak to even win a contest, saying he was unworthy of his daughter, and not qualified to marry his precious child. He ordered his men to take the woman away, and force her to marry the man he had chosen for her. When the husband tried to resist, the tycoon had him beaten badly, crippling his hand, and throwing the little girl back to him, because he would never recognize such a bloodline. Before leaving, the woman secretly slipped a jade pendant to her daughter, telling her to guard it well. From then on, the family was torn apart. The disabled man lost his livelihood, and survived only by begging to raise his daughter. Life was brutal. 5 years passed in misery, and now doctors diagnosed him with brain cancer. He didn't have long left for his daughter's future. He decided to search for his wife, but just as he set off, her bodyguards arrived at his old home, narrowly missing him and his daughter. When they heard he was looking for her, they rushed back with the news, and the woman decided once she found them, she would divorce her arranged husband, and give compensation to make up for the years lost.
他们来云城了，过不了多久，我应该就能见到他们了。
But her so-called partner only pretended to help. Behind her back he blocked her every move, even lacing her drinks with slow poison. Meanwhile, the man plastered missing person notices across the city. But his bag was stolen by the rival's men. Inside were all his savings. Without money he couldn't continue the search. Luckily he ran into someone from his hometown, who brought him to work at the factory where he labored. But the factory boss turned out to be the very man who had won the contest years ago, and when he recognized him, he decided to make things hard. He ordered the crippled man to carry heavy loads, knowing full well his hand was ruined. At that very moment, the woman arrived to inspect the failing factory. It had been managed by her arranged husband for years, and now was losing money. So she came in person to investigate. She caught a glimpse of a back that looked painfully familiar. Her heart skipped. She called out softly.
疲乏。
But when the man turned around, it wasn't him. Disappointed, she turned away, once again passing him by. In another corner, the little girl was quietly drawing, until the rival's daughter demanded her picture. The girl clutched it tightly. It was her treasure. So the spoiled girl ordered bodyguards to take it by force. They tore it to shreds before her eyes, and the little girl burst into tears. The noise brought her father running. When he held her icy little hands, he realized she had a fever. He immediately tried to take her to the hospital, but the rival blocked the way. When he saw his own daughter had a scratch, he demanded the man kneel and apologize. When he refused, the guards slammed him to the ground. The woman soon got word, and rushed toward the factory, terrified of exposure. The rival ordered his men to hide the father and daughter in the warehouse, but the man only cared about his daughter's illness. Struggling desperately to break free, the rival raised a stick, about to knock him unconscious, and at that very moment, the woman finally